Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Carolina Collegiate Clash First Look podcast. Tonight, I'm joined by my fellow panelists, Blurry, Anixis, and Coolio here. Tonight's gonna be a pretty interesting podcast. I do say so myself.
It's Bleary, not Blurry.
Oh, my bad. Bleary. All right, my fault. But how y'all feeling tonight?
I forgive you. It's okay. I forgive you.
I'm feeling handsome. I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling handsome. I think we're all feeling handsome.
Mm-hmm.
We all got the except for Coolio, but we all got the.
Hey, bro.
All right.
I don't need the blazer. I carry in every other aspect.
Now, how's everybody feeling? Y'all feeling pretty confident about your decisions tonight and how you feel like this podcast is gonna go?
Listen, man, never felt better.
Nailed it. 100%.
I'm not very talkative, but I have a lot of things to say this episode. There's going to be a lot of things, and I hope you put like a parental advisory on this stream. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get very ugly.
It might get bad.
Might want to lock it down right now.
All right. Well, I guess we're putting a parental advisory on this one. But now, jumping into the first topic of tonight in our Week 6 A-League recaps, UNCP takes the win over USC 3-2. Thoughts on that, gentlemen?
Listen, I'm jumping right away. USC.
Get him.
Unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
It is so
Utterly.
easy to just not do that. It is so easy. We all play the game. You're in the middle of the game, going for a ball. Your teammate goes. Why do you pause, go down twice using your analog stick, hit the button, and then hit it again? In the middle of a game. I don't care if you're up 6-0. It doesn't matter. Don't do it. It's that easy.
Anixis, tell the people what happened. Break it down for.
You're up 6-0, right?
Yes.
Who is it? Cat, Solar, I don't remember.
Og.
Goes for a ball. Og turns to jump. His teammate's already gone. What does he do? Stops in the middle of the field. Pause. Goes down. Changes teams. And then rapid resets. In the middle of a game. This is a competitive match. And that's what you're choosing to do? It's unacceptable.
Well, there was some cheating going on. That's what I'm hearing. That's absurd.
Yes, Coolio.
That's absurd. No. Where's the replay? Get the file out. I need to see this. No shot. Wait, this is USC. Come on,
Do you want me to pull it up real quick?
We gotta
Pull
see
it up.
We gotta
Pull
see
it
We will
up,
do a
please.
live run back of what occurred.
There is no shot. This roster that is highly feared is getting. Why? Why do you need to cheat?
We'll show you. We stand on business here.
To make a quick scene, then I will help y'all out there.
In the meantime, let's talk about UNCP. Need I say more? Is this the turnaround?
This is the start. It has to be. Going to game 5 and winning, crazy. They have to turn it around now.
I mean, I want to have hope, but I don't know if USC just got a little too cocky. I didn't know about the cheating, but that's kind of wild, especially coming from them. They don't need to cheat. I mean, the only thing they need to cheat on is probably lying about their ranks, but I mean, that's just going to get them a lower seed in any other tournament. But anyway, I don't know why they cheated. I can't believe they cheated, and I honestly don't believe it because let's be honest.
So
USC,
Coolio, were you unaware of the result beforehand? You didn't know UNCP won?
Oh no, I know UNCP won. That's what I was saying. I was going to cook.
Okay.
I have the replay ready if y'all are ready.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
Please bring it up.
It's like Draymond Green hip slapping someone on the other roster. This is absurd. Come on. There's gotta be some this is condemning.
Ah,
What are we doing about this, Nate? What are we doing about this?
There's no place for this in our sport. There's no place.
absolutely
Situation.
unacceptable.
The situation has been handled.
Handled? What are we getting a slap on the wrist? We saying, "Yo, I know you guys didn't mean it. It was accidental. They did that shit. So they did that so fast. That is definitely intentional. There's no accident there. We can all agree on that, right?
100%.
Absolutely.
There's no
Intentional.
accident. That is why they did it. I don't know why. I mean, he probably could just turned around and went back. But
I mean, honestly, I think it's a little bit of cockiness. It's a little bit of ego showing. I'm up 6-0. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be funny. It's not funny, and it's disrespectful. It is 100% disrespectful to the players on the other team. I don't care if you're up 6-0. You shouldn't do that.
All right. Well, with another big aspect here is go ahead and move on to the second part of this. USC doing that cost them that Game 5 win, giving them their first loss of the season, which allowed Clemson to move up undefeated, taking the 1 seed. What do y'all
They
thoughts
stand on
that?
business. Clemson stands on business. All right, they're getting it done.
I'm not gonna lie.
They're not resetting.
I love my Clemson boys. They have played the weakest schedule out of anybody in the league.
Dang.
They have. I did the math. And
I thought that was
played the
UNCC.
weakest-
That's right.
No,
For the
Whoa.
people.
Yeah,
We'll
we
get
played
to
Nick's
it.
is a
you.
statistician.
We
worry.
played UNC Wilmington.
Don't worry. I got that.
He's got all the numbers.
As of right now, Clemson has played the weakest schedule, and I mean it's no fault of their own. They didn't make it, but still.
They win when they need to win, and they don't have a loss.
Undefeated,
Exactly.
Well, I mean, what can you say? I mean, number 1
don't-
seed deserves to be undefeated.
They don't cheat.
So,
They don't cheat.
Simple as
Amen.
Mesa was saying the 1 seed is still the 1 seed. The perfect season still reigns on.
Now the
And
Clemson
to be
boys.
honest,
No,
if
wait.
I'm,
Clemson boys. Is it gonna
I look-
stay that way?
If I look at this correctly here, I believe Clemson. They haven't dropped us. Oh, they did drop. Wait, did they drop a series?
I mean, they're gonna.
Or a single match?
Clemson has lost a game against Wake Forest, Lander, and they went to Game 5 with ECU.
Oh, okay. So I mean, they're. So what's that? 1, 2. That's 4 games. They've dropped 4 games and they've won 18. I mean, I feel like that's pretty spot on here. I mean,
they're getting it done.
They deserve that 1 seed. What can I say?
Well, they're gonna lose it on the 29th of March.
Oh yeah, what happens then?
Judgment Day, baby. Judgment Day. I'm not religious, but I know a tide will turn, a tale will end, and that tale of an undefeated season will be the end. Clemson, Friday, 7 p.m., brothers. 29th.
Coolio.
It's a good day.
They lost to UNCW.
It's
Alleged. Alleged.
Coolio, I'm gonna
You're
explain
right.
something to you here.
Yeah.
What?
UNCC has the weakest schedule by a large margin out of everybody in the league.
Well, I can't help it. UNC Wilmington's just bringing it down.
It's not
Yeah.
even close. You guys
That's crazy.
we'll go top 8 teams. The
We
best
play
teams that
Clemson.
you play Clemson at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You play ECU, you play Lander, you play UNCW.
Yeah.
You don't play Wake Tech. You don't play USC.
Mm.
You don't play NC State.
Oh.
Don't worry. We're going to end up at the top now.
Oh.
I didn't know USC was going to be gone like that. USC's done. Clemson's going to be done. We're going to end up on top. It's all falling
This
into
means
place.
they're not gonna be ready for LAN.
No, they
That's what that means.
your seasonal ending rankings are going to be totally wrong from the actual power rankings.
Well.
A Mickey Mouse season first place finish. That's what's going to happen. If you guys win out, that's what's going to happen.
Well, we're going to win out. I mean, like that's already like scripted. These
Whoa. Is that disrespect to Clemson?
Yeah.
I'm taking
They're not gonna
Clemson.
finish first seed?
No.
USC?
USC will all end with at least one loss or one series loss. So I mean, if it goes down to game differential, I don't know if we win that or not.
Oh my.
Depends how bad we beat Clemson. We
Oh,
sweep them. That works out very well for us.
we'll
Well, I
wait for the
mean,
predictions.
currently, with Clemson taking out Elon, they secured that 1 seed. But if you think about it, it was supposed to be this week, but due to a spring break reschedule, USC is actually playing Clemson next Thursday, and pretty much the battle for the 1 seed.
No, whoa. How is it secured? They all have one loss in the series. Like each series or each team has a one series loss.
Clemson doesn't.
Clemson's
Clemson.
undefeated.
Well, they will
Yeah.
have a series loss. Then what?
When will
Do
they
we
lose?
know
I
that?
guess it
They don't-
determines whoever wins next week, I guess.
So if we beat Clemson week 10, there's no chance we take that 1 seed.
You would need some help.
Yeah, you know what? It would take a miracle. It would take a miracle.
Pretty much.
All right, I'll start cutting Ethernet cables. Let's go. I'm fine with that.
But
All
now,
right.
jumping into the third recap of Week 6, we have Wake Tech as the 6th seed, 3-0ing NC State, who is the current 5th seed, in a complete sweep. And it looked like that entire game I believe it was on. Yeah, it was on stream. No, yeah, it was. Wake Tech was looking a pretty dominating fashion against NC State. I don't think I saw NC State really get any momentum going.
Need I say more?
Yeah, state's looking like they aren't. I could see why they didn't want to go to Myrtle.
I think
That's-
that NC State definitely played up to USC in the first game. I don't think that they really have what it takes to stick around as a top 4 or 5 seed. I think they're a good team. Are they going to make the land? Absolutely. But I don't think they're I don't think they're a top 4 or 5. I don't think they have it, especially after that game.
I really don't know what happened to them. They were very threatening at the start. I really had high hopes for them. They got a very solid. They have one player that's insanely solid, and the other two, they're decent. I don't know really what's going on with them. Maybe they're not practicing. Maybe they're not eating their Wheaties. We don't know. There's something ain't right though.
I think they suffered from a little bit of a weak early schedule because they played USC and went to Game 5, but then they played USCA, CCU, Wake Forest, and then had a bye.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of lulled themselves into a false confidence.
I can't.
Interesting take there. Interesting take. Do you think they're going to be able to regroup towards the end of the season, or do you think it's just going to continue to go down a downward spiral for them?
Well, I know this week it's going to be bad. They play ECU, and it's not going to be good for them.
Well, I mean, ECU really hasn't been. I mean, yeah, they won last week, but they didn't really. They haven't. They're like 50-50 on if they're going to be good or bad.
The problem with ECU is ECU has played the hardest schedule this far and has the second hardest schedule of
Here it
every
comes.
team in the league. ECU has the second hardest schedule out of everybody in the league. The only other team that has a harder one is USCA. They play all the top 8 teams.
Let me see.
The only top 8 team that we don't play, I believe, is no, we don't play Lander and we don't play UNCW.
No.
Take that.
Oh God, we honestly might not even have a chance at the top 3 if we have to forfeit against Elon.
Yeah. So
So,
It's a
you said
pipe
you're
dream.
forfeiting, right?
I
You're
ain't
forfeiting?
forfeiting. Hell no, Elon. Heck no. We'll play on 300 ping. Play on Norwegian servers. We'll be all right.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Are you gonna get to the LAN early so you can queue up?
We're leaving Thursday. I mean, like we should be able to. We just gotta. I don't want to play like no matches on my Acer laptop. That's gonna give me 50 FPS, you know. But hey,
That's
whatever.
crazy. That's crazy.
We need the game.
But jumping into Week 7's power rankings here, we'll start with you, Blurry. How are you feeling about your power rankings?
Listen, my power rankings remain pretty solid, but there's one key change, and I'll get into that. Here we go. Number 1 again is USC. They're still the strongest. All right. We can make fun, we can poke and prod. They're still the team to beat, legitimately beat, and they're staying at the top until we see it happen. Number 2, listen, Clemson. I know they're the number one record right now. They're undefeated, but I want to see, I think it's next week or the week after, the big match against USC. That's their time to take number one. But for now, they're staying number 2. Number 3, and the only change in my list, listen, I'm putting Wake Tech number 3. And I'm standing on business on that. Number 4, UNC Charlotte. I did a little hot swap. They moved down one. They're still extremely strong. No real change there. But number 5, I'm bringing up Lander. I'll put them at 5. I still feel like they have some threat in them. I don't know. They're a weird team, but I don't really know how to feel about any other teams. NC State, if it was closer, I probably would have kept them in the top 5. I had them in my top 5 last list. I don't know how to feel about them. So Lander, I'll just pop them up. I feel like they could still be strong.
What are your thoughts about that, Anixis?
I really not gonna disagree with most of it. I don't know if it's like personal bias, but I would put ECU at 5. But I mean, in this league, I can't say we've performed as we should. Knowing as a player on the team, knowing how we're doing now in other leagues and games that we've played in, I think we're playing really well right now. But we haven't had a chance to show that in this league yet. So I'm not gonna disagree with it.
Julio, how's it feel being bumped down underneath Wake Tech? How you feeling, man?
You guys ever like almost crash your car and like your stomach drops? You have to go up to in front of a class and give a speech and your stomach drops. That's what I felt as soon as I heard the change. I knew what the change is going to be. No way Bleary is going to put himself under UNC Charlotte. But I will say y'all are on a heater right now. A whole 3-game 3-0 sweep. You guys are doing very well. But you have to play UNC Wilmington this week. Then you have to play Wake Forest, and then Clemson, and then ECU. Will you guys close out? I can't really say it. I mean, could just be a fluke. Could just be a fluke. But the fact that we moved down just because, I mean, we're on a 4-game win streak, or about to be 6-game win streak after we beat Elon, UNC, Pembroke. What's that? Coastal, beat them too. And then we just have Clemson. Moving us
But is
down.
that quality opponents to prove your top 3 status? And to be fair, the 2 first looks you missed, I put Wake Tech 4th and UNC Charlotte 3rd.
I mean, I see power rankings as what the league will end up like before anything. That's the way I see it. I don't see it as like how strong a team is. I think this is what we're looking for at the end of the season, like what we're going to end up being with or having to deal with at the end of the season. So I'm guessing that you're basing it off of like what you think skill wise. I mean, if you want to do that, then we can scrim. We can scrim right now. We can scrim right on stream.
That's
You
fine
know,
with me. I'll play cold right now.
I'll play cold. I'll play cold. Picking
Plug in my controller. Here we go.
I'll play cold. I'll play cold. I don't mind that.
Plug it in.
Run it up. Run it up.
All right.
I'll get the boys on after this. I'll get the boys on after this. Won't take but a second.
All right, well, jumping from there, we'll go into Anixis. Top 5. What you got for us?
All right, easy number 1. All jokes aside, it's hard to disagree that USC is still undefeated, even if they have their egos inflated a little bit enough to give them that loss. Can't argue with it. I still think they're the strongest team in the league, and I don't think that's going to change. Number 2, I got Clemson, the number 1 seed right now. I think they're all around solid. Mazow's a beast. They play really well together. They played us really well. It was a really close series, and I want to see how they do through the rest of the season because they have the hardest schedule through the rest of the season. They go through a gauntlet of teams, and I genuinely think they'll be lucky to make it out 3-1. They might. I think they could. Number 3, I have Wake Tech. Gotta rep my boys. They've played a decent schedule. I think that, and I think they're cooking right now. I think their game against NC State really showed that they're a force to be reckoned with, and they're not here to mess around. They're not here to play bum schools like some of our other top 5 teams, Charlotte, but,
and lose to them.
right. But I got a lot of respect for my Wake Tech boys. Whenever we played them, all of our scrims, we always played them really close. They're a really good team to play against, and I think they can do pretty well. Number 4, UNC Charlotte. Can't argue with the record. You guys have only lost to UNCC
Yeah, we
or
lost wrong.
UNCW. A game
The
5,
most
sure,
devastating loss, if I have to say.
but if you can't show up against UNCW, then what are you gonna do? It's hard, I get it, but we'll see how they do. They play a cupcake schedule, so it's kind of hard to really gauge how they are. And number 5, I got my boys, ECU. I got to back my boys. Like I said, it's hard to show everybody else what we're doing right now, especially, a bye week into a forfeit. It's tough. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the rest of the season. I think that will really show what we're about.
This is our new co-host here, and he's got a W list. Let me tell you, that's a good ass list, or a good dang list. That's a really good list. Yeah, that's pretty solid. I like it.
Anyway.
Let's stir the pot. Let's stir it.
Stir the pot. You got any comments about that list?
It's about the same. Wasn't really. I can't really comment. You'll see why. Just give it a second.
Nah, give us some insight here, Coolio.
What's going on through that big, beautiful mind of yours?
Give us some
Coolio? Show
insight
Come
here.
on,
Not
come on.
talk.
I
You
wanna
gotta
hear
yap.
something.
Be the yapper.
The insight is coming. You just got to see You got to see my power rankings.
All right, well,
Just
Khalil,
got-
go ahead and get her done.
Okay.
Number 1, Clemson.
Ooh.
I said it, and I will say it again. USC losing to Pembroke. I don't care if you absolutely could have beat them. I don't care if hell froze over. I don't care if lightning struck your house, and that's the reason you lost. You lost to Pembroke. You can't lose to Pembroke. You're USC. Come on, let's be honest here. You guys are moving down to number 2. USC number 2. You guys don't deserve to be number 1. You got to earn my respect back. Right now, it's not looking like you guys want it though. Then number 3. The best team in this league by far, who absolutely deserves to be number 1, but I can't put them at number 1 because God knows I will never hear the end of us losing to UNC women for the rest of our lives. UNC Charlotte, number 3. Wake Tech, number 4. And then UNC Wilmington, number 5. That is the best power rankings you guys will see. I promise you, that is the most accurate power rankings you will see. The other 2, they're all right, but I have reasons.
Why UNCW at 5? Listen, no flame to my UNCW boys. I love them. Their roster is just a little iffy.
UNCW at number 5 was solely based off. They were struggling a little bit, but they are on a 3-game heater right now. Well, technically they had a 2-game heater. I'll say 2. But
No, we beat BYE. What are you talking about? 3-0.
Yeah, you beat BYE. My bad. And then they have 2 teams that are insanely beatable the next 2 weeks. Like, I don't have any doubt in my mind they're gonna win. They're gonna win out. So that's the reason I put them number 5. If we're talking about place finishes, that's what power rankings are. We're trying to figure out when they're gonna finish. We're not talking about their skill. The skill level is based off of where they finish, because if they have an easier schedule, yeah, that's gonna be a little bit more luck based, but it's not always like that. Power rankings are supposed to be how they finish, what the top 5 finishing places will be. It's not about like if we think they're better or worse. That's
my interpretation of a power ranking is how strong as a school and a team they are, because power
UNC Charlotte
but
number 1. Change it up. UNC number 1 or UNC
I don't
Charlotte
know.
number 1.
I know any of the other top 3 teams wouldn't
Wait,
list
wait,
Wilmington, but
No, if Coolio's list would be so drastically different if we're going off power, let him rerun the list.
yeah,
Go
if we're
through
going
it
off
right now,
power,
Coolio.
Go through it. Let's see.
What would be your top 5 power ranking schools?
Power ranking schools, like off of
the-
like my skill or off the skill, I think. Okay.
The skill of the team.
UNC Charlotte, USC, Clemson, Wake Tech, and then we'll throw. Let's see. We'll throw Lander.
Slow down, brother. I can only change pictures so fast.
UNC Charlotte number 1, USC number 2, Clemson number 3. I'll start with that. Let's start with that. This is my power rankings, like the skill I think of teams that I've played against for the past like 3 years, 4 years of my school year or my life. This is what I think we are. I think we're number 1, Clemson number 3, USC number 2. Wake Tech will be number 4 still because I know y'all ain't bad, but y'all ain't played us yet. So y'all gotta get woken up a little bit. You're up in space right now. We'll bring you back to Earth. We'll be nice like that. Then Lander number 5, I would say. Lander isn't the best, but they're not the worst. They have a very solid roster. I would put State at number 5, but State hasn't shown me that they can be number 5. That is probably the best like power rankings you will see. You can say I'm yapping, boys. Y'all want to say I'm yapping, but we haven't screamed USC because they ego. We haven't played Clemson in a little bit, but I think we beat them easily. Wake Tech, I want to scream y'all tonight, brothers. Let's run it.
This is reminiscent of a very blasphemous list we once had, where a certain individual, who is a small camera on the screen here, put a certain team somewhere on the list for power. And you're looking pretty similar to that individual right now, Coolio. You're telling me Charlotte, who went to Game 5 and lost to UNC Wilmington, is the number 1 team in the league.
UNC Wilmington on top.
Yes.
Go Hawks.
If you think about it, when we lost to UNC Wilmington, we had very little experience. We just brought Knight on, and that was week 2. And we didn't even get to play the first week because we had a bye week. That was our first match of the whole entire season.
So all those scrims you guys lost against us didn't do anything?
Well, I mean, if you should hear our comms and you would understand why we lose. You should hear Lazy say, I'm going for a flip reset like 30 times over. That dude goes for 5 flip resets. That dude is trying to break a world record. I don't know why, but I really want to scrim Wake Tech. I want to see if y'all are actually like that. I need to see. Test
We're
the
not
water.
the same
I'd
team.
put my
And
bank account on Wake Tech. I would put my bank account on Wake Tech.
Clip it. Clip it. Clip it.
All right. Some financial decisions are being made,
you
boys.
You don't want to see my bank account.
I lost $2,500 in a casino. I'll lose another. Let's go.
Dude's like $20. That's all I got. It's my bank account. Wait,
I'm telling you. I think we beat Wake Tech. I mean, we played we played Stevenson yesterday in scrims, and we basically. Wow, you don't even know Stevenson. That's crazy.
I don't play these small schools. I'm sorry,
dude. They're higher ranked than y'all.
Where?
There's 2 SSLs and 1 GC3.
Are they a poaching school though?
I'm not worried.
Bro, yeah, Stevenson, yeah, GC3, SSL, GC3. Bro, let's just run it up. No, enough talk. We'll run it up tonight, and then we'll bring those results back.
So what I'm hearing is C3's first ever streamed grudge match. Is that what I'm hearing?
I love a beef match. I want to see.
Hey, if you get your boys on, I'll try to get mine on.
Can try.
Y'all want to try?
Hey, chat. One's in the chat if you want to see a grudge match tonight. Come on, give me some ones in the chat if you want to see some grudge matches.
That's crazy.
I need to see this.
I'll get the boys on. Trust me, I'll get them on. It won't take a lot.
Okay.
I just need the green light though. Give me the green light. I will go. I will move
I'm
heaven.
shooting the message. I'm shooting the message right now.
Hey, you let me know what time tonight. I'll stream again real quick.
We'll do 10. I could do 10. I gotta host a tryouts after this. 10 o'clock. They'll get on.
I shot the message. I will let you know.
Right,
On stream, I'll keep monitoring that chat.
All right. Well, moving on to the next topic of tonight. Let's look at our Week 7 matchup predictions here. Now, some of these we have already covered. Some of these have been postponed. But let's still get the overall predictions that we're feeling about this one here. So for the first matchup we got UNCC versus Elon. Thoughts, gentlemen?
We can banter all we want. UNCC 3-0. Yeah.
There ain't no.
That's how it goes.
Ain't no sugarcoating that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Elon. It's just how.
Chat, one's for the left side, two's for the right side. Who you picking? If I see a single 2, I'm putting you in an institution.
Banned.
You're banned.
I interrupt this urgent prediction to let Coolio know my boys will be there at 10 p.m.
That's all I needed to hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coolio can get his UNCC team.
They're getting on.
We
They're
have
getting
a
on.
grudge match.
They're getting on.
We have a grudge match at 10 p.m. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, going into the second matchup of the A-League, we have Wake Forest playing against Lander University. Thoughts?
Lander,
Yeah,
show your stuff.
I was about to
Lander.
Separate yourself from that bottom side.
This needs to. I think this should be a statement game from Lander if they really want to. If they want to match Coolio's rankings and be a top 5 team, this needs to be a statement. Like a Wake Tech, NC State game.
Yeah, I feel like Wake Forest is going to take off like maybe a game, but that's about it. I don't see them winning this whole series though. Especially against Lander, Jesus.
Fair enough. I mean, it says here they did take a game off of y'all. They took 2 off of State, then 1 off of Clemson. So they got to at least get 1 game, right?
Holy hell, y'all rescheduled this back to like 1985. I mean, look at this. Like 3 weeks from now, y'all play. Come on.
I want to disclaim this with it's not because of us.
UNC Wilmington flaking.
Hey,
running for the field.
hey. Talk to Reticle about it.
Bro went
all
on
I can-
vacation to
Moly.
North Korea, dude. He ain't being back for a couple weeks.
But we have UNCW versus Wake Tech. Thoughts, gentlemen? What do we got here?
An easy one.
Speak the facts, gentlemen.
Easy one.
I don't know.
Easy one.
Wake Tech 3-1. Wake Tech
That's
3-1.
crazy.
That's a game 5, bro. That's a game 5.
Deadsy, you're banned. Deadsy, you're banned from chat.
Whoa,
All right.
Anixis,
That's
you
a game
give him a
5.
game?
I'll give them a
Game
Listen,
5?
That's a
Here's
game
what-
5.
Nah,
That's a
game 5 is tweaking. I'll give you guys go up 2-0. Start getting, maybe get your heads up a little bit. Close game 3. Lights out game 4.
Coolio must still be on the cruise, bro. He's lost as hell. What is this?
He's still at the club right now.
I'm trying to light the beacons, rally the boys. Snapchat is the only way these kids will answer, and hell, even that that's far fetched. They don't read anything. I have to send it now.
But you see, UNCW got that drip tane factor though.
I think UNCW wins that in 5.
We got the iron wall on defense. Your boy drip tane.
Let me ask you something, Coolio. If we had gone last week and we had said NC State was playing UNCW, who wins that matchup?
UNCW.
You.
Don't
don't
judge
believe
me.
this guy.
Don't judge me. You asked.
Listen, man, I get it. I get you guys lost to them, but that doesn't mean they're dangerous.
I understand the fear there. I know whenever you hear UNCW, you start shaking in your boots a little bit, but
The
we don't share
PTSD.
that. We don't share
Start sh-
that.
Starts shaking as Reticle takes the ball over him into his net.
Why you got to keep bringing that up, bro? I went to therapy about it. I got over it. Now I'm not. Now I'm sad. That was the dark times.
But moving on to the following matchup, we got ECU versus NC State.
Oof.
Give me
Thoughts?
ECU.
Lights
ECU.
out.
I'm gonna say 3-1.
Mm.
I'll take it.
Nixus, I feel like I know your answer.
3-0, 3-1. Depends on how much we want to mess around.
How about you, Coolio?
ECU. Has to be.
So ECU's across the board.
I don't
This
not
is
even,
your
not even a
chance.
game 5. Not even a game 5.
Game 4.
That's
Game 4.
Game 4. I'd take a game 4. So as a member of this team, my teammates will attest to that. We got ADHD. We get off topic. We'll sit there, start yapping about whatever in the middle of a game. All of a sudden, it's 2-1 with 30 seconds left. Time flies when you're having fun. I'll take a game 4.
all right. And the next game, we got game 5, USC versus Clemson, which will be streamed next Thursday. Thoughts?
USC.
This
game
is
5.
game 5. I don't want to say who. I just want to say game 5. I'm not saying who.
You gotta give me a prediction.
Ah, man. I feel like this is going to be USC playing the most pissed off serious game they've ever played in their life because they've heard so much about this. So USC game 5.
I
The
think that
language is undisputed in this chat.
I think that I want as a spectator, I want to see a game 5. I think that USC might come out and obliterate Clemson. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. And no flame to my Clemson guys. I love my Clemson guys, but Og might be a little angry.
There's some beasts you can't tame when they're pissed. That's just, I don't know. I want to see it though. And it's streamed. We get to see it.
Thank God. USC in 4. Hate to say it, but
Dang, they got no faith in y'all, Clemson. That's crazy. That's crazy. Really, not game 4? You don't think it's gonna go game 5?
I'm just curious. If you have Clemson power ranked 3, USC power ranked 2, and that's a 4-1, what do you guys do to USC?
we destroy them. That's all you need to hear. Well, I mean, we're gonna have to play them at land. That's like the worst thing you can do. So if we get shit on at land, or I mean, if we get destroyed at land, then it's just like, you know,
Double in a night.
y'all
Let's
gonna
go, Coolio.
see, y'all gonna see a very sad Coolio.
I need Coolio to donate $5 every time that he uses profanity on stream. $5 to the land prize pool every time it happens.
Hey, I can't help it, man. I'm just so used to it. You should hear the comms we do. Ugh, good God Almighty.
He's passionate.
I understand.
It ain't pretty. It ain't pretty.
Jumping
Swear
into
jar.
the last matchup, we have CCU versus UNCP. Battle of the lower seeds in the seeding chart right now. What are y'all's thoughts?
I'm gonna need a second. I had to rinse my brain out from thinking about this matchup. Give me.
It's gonna be some peak Rocket League. Not good, peak. You're gonna see some stuff you've never seen before. I know that much. But I'll probably take UNCP. I could go with my UNCP guys.
Now, looking at the schedule here, it looks like CCU currently has 1 win. Yeah, 1 win, and they're 1-5 right now. And UNCP, their 2 wins. One was off of a forfeit, then one was off of a technicality.
That's why
So-
they beat. Wait, that's why they beat USC.
What?
That was,
Coolio's still on the cruise, man. He talked
He's
about
not-
this.
he's
30
not
you guys
checked
minutes
in,
gave
ago.
them,
dude.
you guys gave them the win because of the like.
So, all right, the recap of that situation. It went to game 5.
Mhm.
So we gave them one of the games, which flipped it the other way.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
well,
so
It still went to game 5.
USC actually went to game 5?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
UNCP 100%.
well, that's crazy. Yeah, UNCP.
Coolio's whole world changed.
UNCP.
He's been enlightened.
Power rankings UNCP number 1 now. He's updating it.
to.
That's it.
Yeah, just looking up something real quick.
Oh, he's rank checking. He's rank
Uh,
checking. Here we
He's
go.
researching.
Gotta use this other monitor that I invested in.
I'm gonna have to.
Put like some good use. God, he's taking his hot time or his sweet time looking for
Y'all
that.
can keep going. Y'all can keep going. I'll bring it back up. I'm just hunting.
All right, well, I guess jumping into that, we'll look into Week 6 B League recaps with ECU beating UNCC, and ECU wins in a 3-2 Game 5.
From what I heard from my boys, that was a reverse sweep. Someone prove me if I'm wrong, or someone let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they reverse swept UNCC.
Big man, do you know?
Waiting
probably
to
does.
see. But I'm not surprised. I know my boys. Scrimmed against them, played against them, played with them.
No,
There's some dogs.
Not a reverse sweep.
It was
False
not a
information.
reverse sweep. Still, there's some dogs. I
Dude
don't
doesn't
care.
know what he's talking
Discredit
about. Get him off the
everything. Discredit
podcast.
Get him
everything.
off. First timer. Get him out of here.
He made his mistake. Actually, no, he's the one person that probably hasn't used profanity so far tonight.
True.
I was told not to. I listen. Unlike USC.
That's crazy. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. That's crazy. All right, moving on. Cleo, do you got any thoughts about the ECU UNCC game?
I mean, I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what happened to the boys. They were very strong at the start of the season, and now it's just like it's they're going back and forth. I swear, with wins and losses, and I don't know why. I guess I blame Kobo. That's it. I blame Kobo.
It's
That's
like
all
a
I have
player
to say.
call out. Dang.
I blame Kobo. I mean, they won, they lost to ECU. They beat get destroyed. That guy sucks. They lost to Clemson. Yeah, they're on a 2-game loser. Yeah, I don't know what happened. They started off strong, and now they're just like flip flopping between if
So
they want to win.
I've been given information from the Only Crow. ECU actually went up 2-0, then UNCC almost reverse swept them.
Ah,
What
see,
happens
Kobo
when you
wasn't
start
here.
messing
No,
around?
no. Coach was not here. Coach was not here. Invalidate those matches right now. Reverse the scores. Get them off. Get them off. They never happened.
A loss is a loss, Coolio. You would know better than
Yeah.
anyone.
You might be right. You might be right. Glasses have to come off on that one. I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of the loss that we took to UNC Wilmington, but you will know that feeling come next week.
Here we are in week 7, and he's still getting ripped apart for that one.
Yeah, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen, but that's okay. You guys got to play them, and if you guys lose, just know.
Flurry, if you lose against UNCW, I can't help you.
I will never pick up a controller again for the rest of my life.
Clip
That
it.
is
Do it.
Clip
that
it.
is a yeah.
Clip
I
it.
will not play Rocket League again.
What, if you lose to us?
Yeah. I don't
Alright.
care how we do it. If it's game 5, I don't care. If we lose that series, I'm not touching a controller for the rest of my life. Done.
Hey, no. Don't make me bring Draco out here to 1v1 you. Don't make that happen.
Who?
I heard the person from Champion Shore last semester that wanted the 1v1 you in the
Oh,
tournament.
he didn't get to because we beat them. No, we beat their B team and then yeah, it didn't match up. That's unfortunate.
But jumping into the B League's power rankings for week 7. Let's start with you, Blurry.
All right. There's not really much change at the top. USC clear in a way, the strongest still. They remain in the top. Number 2, NC State. Again, no real change from last week. They stayed right behind USC. Number 3, Clemson. I learned my lesson. They've started playing well. I respect them a hell of a lot more. Put them at number 3. Number 4. Listen, that result, it changed me. All right. ECU 4th. All right. I had UNCC on my power rankings for a while. All right. They were 4th the last couple of weeks. ECU proved me wrong. All right. They stand on business. And number 5, I can't write them off entirely. UNCC. They're still top 5, but they slipped a little. It's okay. They'll make it back, but they stay top 5.
I feel like that's a pretty solid one.
No arguments. No arguments. I like
Almost what I have.
that. Yeah, basically what I have.
I
Yeah,
got
I feel like
Yeah.
feels pretty consistent on in the B League side, to be honest. Unfortunately, I've heard some teams got some beef with me and how the B League is set up, and I apologize.
Names
didn't
that shall
realize-
not be named.
I did not realize that the B League would be such a sweep for some teams. But yeah, so Anixis. Anyway, moving on to your top 5 power rankings.
for me, not much different. I take USC at number 1. I mean, he's a dog. He's a beast. I know
dog,
that
man.
much. Their whole team's disgusting. NC State, they're also cruising. I mean, they look almost unstoppable. Number 3, I got ECU. I got my boys taking down UNC Charlotte. Their B League team's good. They're a strong team. I mean, they've been doing well. But winning gets you up. So I'm gonna put them at 3. Number 4, Clemson. I'm gonna roll with Clemson there. Looking at their schedule, they played USC, got swept. They played NC State, got swept. I don't know if those were forfeits or I didn't catch those games. Then they played USCA, had a bye, and then they beat USC. It's not a crazy schedule that they've played yet. I still want to see them play some more of the teams. I'm really looking forward to the ECU matchup.
Jesus Christ.
And then number 5, I got UNCC.
I know y'all saw that. Good God.
That's crazy.
Wait,
That's crazy.
No,
oh
I
my.
ain't saying nothing about it. I'm just going to.
Yeah,
That's good top
I
five.
like
Good
it.
top five. Good top five.
I like it. I think
Anyway.
the switch with ECU and Clemson, it is that close. I respect it. I think putting your boys up there, you're confident in them. I like it. I don't know if they match up for the remainder of the season. Do ECU and Clemson? They don't in the B League. Okay, interesting.
I'm gonna say mine. You guys are gonna be like, okay, we basically cheated off each other.
Oh, wait a minute. They play this
Yeah,
week. I'm
They
so
play the
sorry.
14th.
They literally play this upcoming week. Okay, that's a big prove it moment.
USC, State, ECU. And this is where we're gonna get a little bit finicky with it. UNC Charlotte number 4. They're better than Clemson. They just didn't have their coach, and then Clemson's number 5. That's just they got it. They got it.
You gotta be able to perform though.
No,
You
I
have
mean
to be able to perform.
you can't expect.
How many teams here play without a coach in their ears the whole time? A lot of them. I
Well,
know a
all the-
lot of them do.
All the RLCS ones do. They have to have their coach, and they can't play without him. That's why you see an owner always keep their dog on a leash. Without the leash, the dog's gonna be wild and not gonna be able to listen.
Unless you
That's
have the
what's
dog well
happening.
trained, which apparently a lot of the teams in this league are, but I guess not yours.
Hey, we're learning. We're learning. We're learning. Baby steps, baby. Baby steps. You can't just teach them how to do something in a month. It takes a little bit of time and a little bit of.
Yeah, but I mean, didn't UNCC lose to Clemson 3-1?
3-1.
Give it time.
Give it time.
We're halfway through
Then
the
they
season.
lost to ECU. Does that mean they're getting
give it more
worse? Give
time.
it time. What is happening?
We're over halfway through. We're over.
Give it more
What's
time. Give
happening
it more
here,
time.
Coolio?
Give it more time. Give it more time.
More time.
They're
got
running
4
out
games.
of time.
They got 4 games left.
They have to get.
Oh no, he's talking about the BYE regain. All right, I
Ah,
get it. I get
fair.
it.
Yeah,
I get it.
BYE
strong.
regain goes crazy.
I
Then
get
they
it.
have
Yeah.
to play Aiken, USC. Okay, no. I didn't see that UNC. I didn't see
That
USC.
folded so quick. That's gone.
Yeah, let's just cut this part and move on. Just
All
move on.
right, we'll move on to our B League matchup predictions here. So the first game we have Lander against NC State. I feel like a lot of these are going to be pretty self-explanatory here. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
State.
State.
Sweep.
All right.
No discussion.
Get the brooms out.
Now we got USC versus USCA.
Sorry, kiddos. Has to be this way. Nothing personal.
Brooms out.
Adios.
USC already won that. Don't even play
Wake
it.
Tech versus UNCW.
That's probably going to be the closest one this week. Or
Probably.
maybe ECU and Clemson.
I think the next 2 games on the matchup chart are probably the best. I think both of them could be 3-1s or 3-2. Either way.
Yeah, I say for Wake Tech, I say in the UNCW, I say Wake Tech 3-2.
I agree.
I'll
That's
take
a
that.
big.
I'll buy that.
You know, I believe in my boys, my UNCW, my Hawks here. Wake Tech doesn't get another emergency sub to save them. It's okay. It's okay. I gotta call you out on that. I gotta call you out on
Hey,
that.
don't. I had no part in it. I didn't know it happened, so I am not included in the the accusations that are gonna be thrown around.
I hope
yeah,
Desi's in
not
here.
involved.
I hope he heard that. I hope he heard that. But
It's not
I
me.
guess I guess you're allowed to use your emergency sub. So it is
The
what
problem
it is.
is UNCW actually has to show up to the game.
Ooh.
I mean, they actually have to be there and play.
That is true. That is true. Although they are working on a reschedule. They are working on
Oh
a
my
reschedule.
god! Here
right
we
now.
go. It's gonna be a month from now. All right, listen.
2 days before LAN.
Independence Day. I don't know. Whenever it happens.
But all right, moving on to the next game. Game 4, we got ECU versus Clemson.
Take my boys 3-2.
That's big. It's a big game.
That one's a lot bigger than the other ones.
I don't know. See,
ECU.
Anixis is gonna rate the ECU in 5.
I mean,
Oh.
it's not gonna be a game 3. There's no way it's just gonna be like a sweep. There's no sweep in these teams. One of them's gonna choke under the pressure.
It's hard. I don't see ECU is on the come up, but I don't know. I'm gonna say Clemson in 5. Yeah,
I
Clemson
can
5.
respect it. You know,
Is
this is one of those games that you're just happy it's happening. You know, you're gonna
Yeah.
enjoy it versus hoping that one team crushes the other. So it's gonna be a good series. I think my boys will pull up. I think it's gonna be a good.
Oh, good to know.
Petition to make
No.
that match streamed.
Is it?
Well, right now we have 2 3-0 streamed, so
That's true.
No, it is not currently on stream.
When are they doing it? The 14th? Is that? That's next Thursday,
Next Thursday.
10 p.m. You know, they might be able to, because I'm finishing up a stream from USC versus Clemson around 8:45. So if they can get that moved up just a little bit, it might be possible. You hear me, ECU B team and Clemson B team, move it up just a little bit. Move it up, and you can be on stream.
Crow, I know you're in there. Be available.
yeah, show up to the matches.
Nope.
It's the hardest part.
No, you gotta work with us on these stream schedules. So, but all right, that is gonna pretty much conclude all of our predictions there. How confident are y'all feeling about them? Feeling pretty confident.
Pretty good.
100%.
Aside from like 2 of them, that could go 50-50.
I wouldn't be
No,
surprised if
sorry.
UNCC dropped a game against BYE, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't either, but I believe they won't. I pray to God if they do, guys, I might have to retire from this game. I
No.
can't.
I could
do it
put a
more
little 3-1 action in there.
There's always the chance for a forfeit against BYE.
BYE.
That would be
That's
wild.
crazy.
That would be wild.
Now, we have one more prediction still to make here, my boys.
Oh God, I know what it is.
Yes. And you and me aren't able to vote on this prediction.
I will
but
say there is a chance we might have to play with a sub, but that's fine. That's fine.
See, no, none of this flim flam, Coolio. My guys are ready. You told I stated it.
I'm just saying.
I called it out, and my boys are showing up.
Well,
What is this?
I was confident in toddlers. All right, man. These guys don't want to play half the time. They're always doing something. Damn, Knight's going to Mars. Lazy's
is
going to
yapping.
Jupiter.
The Yapper's back from
Yeah,
vacation, ladies and
just-
gentlemen.
I can't help it. They're a very rambunctious bunch. They're doing shit.
Fine. If the match doesn't happen because of Coolio's rambunctious gang, what would be the predictions from the people? Wake Tech versus UNCC
Come on.
in a best of 5. Right now, tonight, what would be the outcome?
It's a no-brainer for me.
Oh God, Knights and League of Legends. Here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna ask.
Give me Wake Tech
We'll figure this
3-1.
out. We're gonna figure this out, y'all. We're gonna figure this out.
Wake Tech 3-1.
Wow, that's crazy. That is-
Nate,
I know my boy Blue.
Nate, I want your input too. This is you're getting called in.
Input?
Yes.
We want my input. All right, hang on. I'm gonna transition so you can actually see me a little bit here. I feel like I had the most important say in this matter. UNCW did beat UNCC in Game 5. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward logic there. But I do have to give it away Tech. They did absolutely dumpster us in scrims. The first time we ever played. So they did kind of rip us apart in scrims. So if UNCC doesn't show up tonight, I
They're
say
scared.
Wake Tech has to. I
I
say Wake
wanna
Tech has
agree.
to.
I
No.
wanna agree.
Let me finish. I say Wake Tech, if they play as good as they did the other day, they had the potential to 3-0 sweep. That's what I'm going with.
While Coolio was
Christian's on the
sipping
stream.
margaritas on the boat, we were grinding. All
I
right, we
was
were
drinking
playing
Long Island.
matches.
I don't drink margaritas.
Freaking Long Island is diabolical. You're a demon.
Well, trust me, my bank account says the same thing. It ain't pretty.
Down 2,500.
No, that's just on casino drinks.
You didn't get the drink
Oh.
pass?
That's so sad.
Yeah,
Crazy.
but that's okay. We're celebrating a win for Myrtle Beach before it even happens. We're celebrating a win against Wake Tech before it even happens. A lot of
Okay.
celebrations happening before they even happen.
Yeah. There wasn't much celebration when you were making excuses for your boys not being there, but that's all right.
Hey, I'm ready, bro. Knight's on League of Legends right now. I'm messaging him, but I swear to God, I have to send the owl out. And Lazy's probably at work because he wants his bag. But he could.
Whoa. You confirmed with me and said we have a game, and you didn't even
He ain't
ask your
wo- he ain't-
teammates?
What was on whim? He ain't working. He ain't working like that long. He's probably gonna be off.
See, this sums up UNCC. They play on a whim, and that's how they lost to UNCW.
I'm on my way to Wake Tech right now, bro. I'm gonna.
all I can say.
I'm getting the flight right now. We're solving this tonight. We're solving this tonight. I'm gonna figure this out. And whoever's saying this is a Yap sesh, the only crow 2929, brother, I don't appreciate that. I'm trying here. I'm trying to get the scrim, but like dude, you be the captain of UNC Charlotte's team. It's a little hard.
Might be easier if you didn't play in 5 leagues.
Ooh.
That's valid. That's valid. I will say that.
Not even a
honestly, you should
diss,
honestly just drop them all and just C3 all the way. Full commit,
C3.
full commit.
It's not Wake Forest, bro. It's Wake Tech. That's in Wake
Close
County.
enough. Close enough. At
Wake
this
Forest
point,
is
yeah.
Wake Forest is like in what? Greenville or Greensboro? Somewhere.
Wake Forest is, I thought it was north
Winston.
of Raleigh.
It's
was like
20
Winston.
minutes north of us. It's close.
Oh yeah. Well, screw it. All right. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, we'll figure this out. I'm gonna get the scrim. If we delay it, we'll delay it.
Well,
This is
I
kind
mean, you got till 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is the only time I can tonight. Got to stream. We've already. The chat has decided this has got to be streamed. So
good. I'll figure it out. I'm
Okay.
gonna make a couple calls.
Okay.
Give me some time. I'll let you know. I'm not flaking. I want to play. They'll play too, but like, if we have to play with a sub, you gotta respect it. I mean, that would probably be better for y'all because we still probably win. But
I'm gonna be completely honest. If it's not your main 3, we're not doing it. Because I don't want no excuse win.
I respect that.
damn it, dude, shut up, big man. He just cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Get it out. Get it out. Big man's over here saying
wait,
like,
no, big man. What's the conversation? What's their availability like?
Expose everything,
He
come
was talking about like when we couldn't play scrims. He doesn't know that half the stuff they were talking about they couldn't play was at the start of the season. Soccer was at the start of the season. His league playout or his league scrims don't last till like they don't go that far. He doesn't know the schedule. He doesn't know the schedule. He yap.
I think the yapping comes to an end because as a captain, it is your responsibility to get
I
your
know.
players on.
I
And
know who
Crow
would play.
is standing on facts. If
I know.
he was captain, he would get his players on.
But I'm gonna go right up here and I'm gonna sit like just Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays because I'll be busy with
All
soccer.
right,
and
here's what I'm hearing. Here's what I'm hearing. Tuesday and Thursdays they don't play RL.
That's cap.
Let's do tomorrow.
That's
Let's do
cap.
tomorrow.
He doesn't know what he's yapping about.
Do it
I'll do
tomorrow.
tomorrow though. I'll do tomorrow. That's a guarantee.
Hey,
All right.
Nate,
We will be there.
ECU, NC State, dream game. Straight into Wake Tech, UNCC grudge match.
What time's y'all's game at?
We're playing late. I think we're playing at like 10.
Nope.
We could
Wake
play
Tech-
earlier.
We could
Wake
play
Tech,
at 9.
UNCC,
before.
9 p.m. Get a little
Wait,
surprise
do we have-
stream series. Grudge
Okay.
match. That's an easy 3-0 for Wake Tech if they play well. Then
Thank
go
you.
straight into ECU, NC State. I feel like that'd be a pretty good run. Little surprise stream. Spring break stream.
Yeah, we're good tomorrow.
Tomorrow for 9 p.m.
Yeah, we'll be good for that.
We'll make it happen.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been confirmed the first ever C3 grudge match tomorrow at 9 p.m., which will start off with Wake Tech against UNC Charlotte. Then we'll go right into
Hello.
ECU versus North Carolina State University. So that's going to conclude the podcast today. As we can see, Khalil's looking a little nervous over there.
I'm about to grind, brother.
But then again, Anixis did bet his bank account, so that's gonna be rough as well.
I take
So-
my Wake Tech boys all day.
But
He knows
that is
what's
going
up.
to
He
conclude. That
knows.
is going to conclude the stream of today. So you can see they have lots of words they want to talk about. But maybe we can get a post game interview from one of the Wake Tech or UNCC players tomorrow about how confident they're feeling after their win. But we will catch you all tomorrow at 9 p.m. So be sure to tune into that, and we will catch you later. Any last words, gentlemen?
Roll
I
Niners.
love my boys.
Roll Pirates.
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Let's go.
That one's not that's literally what? That's the Philadelphia Eagles. You just stole that.
It's also our slogan. I can't do anything about it.
Copyright infringement. Get him. Get him.
All right. Go. Goodbye, everybody.
Go.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.